I don't know about you, but I'm getting sick and tired of a certain aspect of our political culture. Everything from the lobbying issue that we have to top money, big money, donations, controlling influence in this country, especially the corporations. When it comes to the Tory party, there's a big issue with big money and senior donors, not regular donors, senior donors, the corporations who get access to politicians and government ministers, to those who have access to very, very successful lobby firms that could influence policy. But everyone keeps talking about just one side. Let's be objective. The Labour Party have a bigger issue because the influence over the Labour Party is from a certain side when it comes to donations. That's the trade unions. Trade unions not only control money when it comes to the Labour Party by funding them, they also influence policy. They also influence ownership of the Labour Party because they are self-entitled and they think that, well, we help create this Labour movement, so we own the Labour Party. Now, there's a bit of an issue right now with RMT, the trade union that's causing a lot of trouble with strikes, political strikes. And they are lying to the public by saying that this is in the name of workers' rights. It's not, because they don't really care about workers. They are trying to take advantage of them, using them as pawns for political purposes. And we now have people like West Streeting, we now have people like Lisa Nandy who are backing these strikes. And there's a list of top Labour politicians who have decided to back this strike out of nowhere whilst getting paid and funded by the same trade union, RMT. Imagine if this was the Tory party and some sort of industry, some sort of corporations making a decision, and at the same time we find out that they've been funding that MP's campaigns or lifestyle. It would have been absolutely chaotic, and we always call them out. But let's talk about this side, because there is a big culture inside the Labour Party there. The dodgy relationship between Labour and trade unions. It's so hardwired and it's part of the blood that nobody actually even talks about it. The RMT have a lot of influence over especially a lot of the northern Labour MPs because of certain regions and areas that have the influence. Now, this political movement right now, the political strike, that is not going to stop even if we're given to the demands of the actual employment demands, because it's not really about that. They don't really care about any of those issues. We have Diane Abbott on the list. We have John McDonnell on the list, who've been funded to support this strike. We have Rebecca Long Bailey, Jeremy Corbyn's pet project, a politician who not really sure why she's still around, but yeah, she was also in the past linked with these dodgy people. We have Ian Lavery. We have so many who are now proactively sending out the same type of tweets, supporting this campaign, supporting disruption, and at the same time getting funded. Is this not dodgy? Because in any other party, with any other lobby group or corporation or whatever, any individual, if they decide to make a decision to support or condemn something, and they are getting paid by in some sort of vested interest, it's dodgy. But why is it acceptable when it's the Labour Party and trade unions? The mainstream media don't care about this story. They don't really go after the Labour Party or the trade unions. They don't hold them to account because they just assume, well, they're the same family. They're not. One is an official political party. One is technically supposed to be a trade union that cares about their members, but they don't actually care about their members, so they are too busy carrying the red flag. That's the problem with our political culture from both sides on two different angles and levels. We're going to come back in about an hour, 6 p.m. We have a special episode of Disrupt, where we disrupt the narrative of the mainstream media. We have a big news story for you guys today, so subscribe to the channel. Tousi, and we are the media.